What's going on? What is the word? Tube. It is your boy Black King. 9-1 back at you again one more time. I'm not at the crib. I'm actually at work. I just decided to drop this little video. Kind of felt the spirit kind of hit me. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to drop this little video. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to drop this video today. I wanted to talk about a lot of people's ideas about spirituality and what they feel like. And what they feel like divinity is. Things that are divine in nature and things that are powerful in nature. The way that we think about it, I don't believe that it brings forth the true essence of what real divinity and real power is. Like when we think about power, we think about a person that's confident, a person that's headstrong, a person that can probably come off as damn near arrogant. You know what I'm saying? Like at least like that's the way I would think of it. At least that's the way I think of it when I think of the way that other people think of somebody that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? But it's like what is divine and what is sacred exists within everything. Like what is divine and what is sacred exists within everything. Especially when we're talking about biological beings, like us as human beings. Like any biological life like has a divine essence. It's like spiritual, like in essence. So like you guys end up selling yourself short and selling yourself short in other things as well, like at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like while you judge them in certain ways, you know what I'm saying, for certain things that may happen. You know what I'm saying? Like you call things certain things, you know what I'm saying? You give things like certain titles like in your mind, you know, and you sell yourself short like an entire experience, just from a perspective standpoint, because you let yourself think about things in a certain way, you know. A lot of us have to know how to stay in our center point. Keep our backs like to our pillar, like within your inner self, you know what I'm saying? Like that's something that Brother Jamal talks about in a few of his videos, just kind of being able to stay centered and like in your center point um, within all of these situations like that you go through like in life, you know what I'm saying? And like how that's the true, I'm not gonna say that like I feel like that's the true mark like of a divine being, but like when you doing it right, you know what I'm saying? Like and you used to being a human, like and like what this physical world like has for you, like that's just kind of like what you will come to be like in your world, like that's just the way that you will do your experiences, like the best way to do it is to stay confident, like it's to stay, like in a certain nature, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to let yourself the way that we let ourselves think about things is very important, like the way that we let ourselves carry on perspective like is very important and has a lot of power, and we really don't understand the power that our minds have. I got like 10 minutes left, so but this video probably like 13, 14 minutes, but yeah, man, just like real deal, like the way we think about spirituality, like I think I think we fuck up when we have these certain spiritual gurus and these spiritual leaders and we judge them about the things that they do, you know what I'm saying, as if that's gonna make them not spiritual, as if the things that they do along this physical world is going to have an effect on the person, on the way that their consciousness expands and the way that their consciousness evolves into the next level, like I don't really feel like it's anything like that will hold you back. Like if the divine part of yourself is what you want to see, you know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing you can do to fucking hold that back and fucking hold that knowledge back from yourself if that's what you're seeking. It's nothing physically in this world that you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be a killer. You can't fucking, like you can't fucking rape. You can't kill. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want to know what this shit is, you know what I'm saying? Like there are no limits to what you can do along this physical world and still experience the divine. Like You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like Christianity has taught us that divinity is a certain thing. Judaism and Islam has taught us that divinity is has a certain image. You know what I'm saying? Like when we look at it, you know what I'm saying? It looks like a certain thing. You know what I'm saying? Like whether that's a turban on your head, a fez on your motherfucking head, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's a paleo shawl, whether that's a motherfucker wearing a cross, you know what I'm saying? Like whether that's the Star of David, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what we look at divinity as. You know what I'm saying? But only if you only knew, my nigga, if you only knew the power that we actually have and how powerful we actually are walking along this 3D world, you know. I'm 4D. Like I'm finna quit calling it 3D. You know what I'm saying? Like because it's 4D for me all fucking day. I'm in between the fourth and well, I'm in between the third and the fifth dimension. The fifth dimension being run completely on thought, completely like it becomes all of your experiences are driven by thought form. You can create all of your experience in your entire environment off of thought in the fifth dimension. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what this is. You can make certain objects appear out of thin air. You know, like this is the nature of the fifth dimension. You know what I'm saying? I speak on this so heavily because I have experienced things within my life that show me that I'm on a certain level. And if these things are true, then the fifth dimension has to be a thing. You know? Like it has to be. Like the further you get, like the more doubt just kind of goes to the wayside, you know. And the more your subconscious mind will just kind of be able to sink in and just kind of like, you know, like be that isness, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like, oh, you have to do anything. It's like you are your world, you know? Like I really can't explain it like a whole lot better than that. You know what I'm saying? You feel like, oh, you have to talk to somebody to let them know how you feel. You know, you feel like, oh, like you have to touch somebody to get them to move. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that's not the case. That's not the case. Your consciousness and your electromagnetic field. I'm gonna keep going back to the EMF because that's where, like, okay, like we seeing like these forces. Where we see these forces like stretching out like from our bodies, you know what I'm saying? Like the magnetic part of yourself, like the fucking frequency part of yourself is perpetuated in the electromagnetic field. You know what I'm saying? I believe that this is where you find the divine part of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like in the fucking invisibleness that's around you and within you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you take a deep breath in and you breathe back out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you took in and then you breathe back out, like divinity exists within that. You know what I'm saying? Within the invisibleness. You know what I'm saying? Man. I was watching the fucking documentary. They said that within one square inch of air in front of your face, like it's enough power to fucking boil all the waters in all the oceans. Like that's a lot of energy. That's a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? Like it's enough energy within 1 square inch of air anywhere on this planet to be able to boil all the waters that exist on the planet. And we know that the planet is more than like 70% water. You know what I'm saying? Like probably like 90% water, like the planet is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, like, let me stop feeling like I'm talking to muggles. That's what I'm gonna start calling y'all. You know what I'm saying? Muggles. I'm gonna stop directing so much energy at y'all non-magical folk. You know what I'm saying? You people that's not ready for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like you people that's not on this level. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. But yeah, man, it's your boy, Black King 91, back at you again. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all lives back. Stay inside your pyramid of protection, stay inside your pyramid of peace, your pyramid of prosperity. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I really can't explain to you how heavy that meditation is. You know what I'm saying? Your body is a spaceship and you can see the cosmos. You can see the cosmos at will, my nigga. I have seen the sun and the moon up close. You know what I'm saying? Like our earth is flat. You know what I'm saying? Like if I haven't explained that to you. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it came forth in meditation. But stay in your pyramid of peace, your pyramid of prosperity, your pyramid of protection. You know what I'm saying? Feel that pyramid with all of the feelings that you want to feel throughout your day. You know what I'm saying? Perpetuate yourself out into your world. You know what I'm saying? Like don't let yourself be pushed by nothing out here. You know what I'm saying? Push your energies out into the planet. Don't let the planet's energies push you. Push the love and harmony that comes from you out into the planet. And don't let all the disharmonics and fucking anarchy and chaos to push you around. Be the fucking eye of the storm. Be the peacefulness. You know what I'm saying? Be the peacefulness of the center of that fucking typhoon. You know what I'm saying? As the rest of it rages around you. A lot of y'all ain't gonna know what to do with that. But if you do, then this was for you. But fuck with your boy, man. Peace.